I know that there was a lot of talk that he would leave money on the table. He would take a team-friendly deal. It would be short-term. I didn't expect 2 years, and I definitely didn't expect him not getting a raise at all.
Connor McDavid is staying in Edmonton. Connor McDavid has agreed to what is reportedly a 2-year contract with a cap hit of less than $15 million annually. We're on the road, got a lot of moving parts. We knew that just for the sake of making our lives harder, this would happen now. But Pete, this has happened.
It has happened. I got to be honest. I'm a little bummed, and I know that the Oilers fans are not going to hear that. We want to hear that. Congratulations to my Oilers fans. Friends, we do a show called What Chaos? We thrive in the chaos. Man, it would have been so juicy. Plus, we have a million things that are in the works right now, and some of those are going to be dated because of the Connor McDavid extension. But congratulations, Connor McDavid. Congratulations, Oilers fans. 2 years, though.
Yeah.
You're in a Connor McDavid contract year next year, basically. Or in 2 years.
We're going to go through how it happened, and we're going to go through some questions that we have off it. The 2 years, to me, I am just immediately hit by fuck. So it's not over. But at least you don't have to go through it this year wondering, is he about to leave? But here's how it happened. Here's the timeline. Today began with Elliot Friedman saying there would be clarity, this is on 32 Thoughts, within the next day or two on the McDavid situation, either an extension or him explaining to the team why he wouldn't sign, which I hated that idea because I'm like, that clarity is not going to get out, and we're just going to know that he's not signed, and that's going to stink. Then Frank Saravalli, what?
There's another update. Ryan Rishaug just tweeted hearing sub $14 million for Connor McDavid.
Oh.
The number keeps going down. First we heard sub $15 million, now Rishaug saying sub $14 million. Tom Brady, even though that Tom Brady stuff is a little bit more complicated, but Connor McDavid is taking so much less, leaving so much money on the table in order to help the team here.
We have to ask the question, is Leon Draisaitl overpaid?
He's making more than Connor McDavid. The most overpaid player in the league right now, Kirill Kaprizov.
By 10 miles, which I was going to give him a blank check, but yeah, that looks so. I've got a lot of thoughts on that. I'll just give my pure, wear it on my sleeve, dump my heart out. I hear 2 years, less than 14 per. I'm like, man, that sounds to me, maybe I'm just a doomsday guy. He's like, I'm really leaving after this, so I'm going to be really, really nice to you before I do that.
I wouldn't say I'm really leaving after this. I think that I want to win here. This gives us the best opportunity to win here in this 2-year window that I'm re-signing for. If you bozos don't get that done in the 2-year window that we have, then I'm going to get my money, and it's probably going to be somewhere else.
And 3-year window, because it's this year,
correct.
It's the next year, and then it's the year after that. Love it. Ice District's Authentics just tweeted out a link hey, get jerseys. Good idea. Strike while the iron's hot. I'll buy one of those weird cream jerseys that we said we didn't like, and I don't think the Oilers are very happy with us because we said we didn't like it. But I'm a happy man. Am I content? No. Just not my style. But it would not have been good for this team. And I know that
12.5.
What's that?
12.5.
Sub 13
He stayed
million?
the same. He didn't take a raise. That's what he makes.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. Oh,
that's right, Sean.
That's right.
I don't know if that was. I think I might have to hate Connor McDavid now.
Why?
I'm out. Him. You got to be selfish. You got to be selfish. You got to raise the tide for all the other players. Be selfish. The NHLPA has to hate this.
Are we also aware? I think the soundproofing in here is pretty good. That we're in King's facilities, being like Connor McDavid.
You too. I'm out. I'll be the bad guy, or I guess the good guy in this situation.
This is legitimately stunning. I know that there was a lot of talk that he would leave money on the table. He would take a team-friendly deal. It would be short-term. I didn't expect 2 years, and I definitely didn't expect him not getting a raise at all.
He took what would you call it? He took the Connor McDavid version of the league minimum. He took the Connor McDavid minimum.
Yeah, like the precedent has already been established at what Connor McDavid should be paid.
Yeah.
You can't go less than that. So he literally took the Connor McDavid minimum.
Or it could have been doing the Jim thing in The Office when they do the performance review. And he's getting himself psyched up while Dwight's like, I'm going to go in there and ask for a raise. And Jim's like, I'm going to go in there and ask for a pay decrease. I think I'll be able to get it. 12, oh, man.
I got to bring this up because chat's talking about it. You mentioned this for Sidney Crosby when Sidney Crosby signed at the number that he's always had, $8.7 million. And you theorized that it would make him easier to trade during the life of that deal. Do we have the same conversation for Connor McDavid?
You know the truth. And yeah, I want to joke around with it. Folks, like, we got to be in the real world. We know those are different circumstances.
I thought you were going the other way, and that they were using the savings that they're not paying McDavid to bring in Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, yes, let's do that. That I'll do. Okay,
yeah, that's why I was like, why aren't you excited about that?
He rolls they pass the savings on to Sidney Crosby. Sid's going to get retained. He'll double retained, probably. They'll trade him to the Blackhawks in the first week of the season, and then Blackhawks will wait the 75 days, the asinine rule that we have now, and then, yeah, sure, Edmonton Oilers, $4.35 million?
Do you think the NHLPA is just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. They have
know
to be
that
pissed.
They are like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm a strong believer in unions, and so I'm upset at Connor McDavid for undermining the strength of the union.
Does it come out in the wash a little bit though because of Kaprizov? Like Kaprizov signing first, being like, this is what you can get, fellas.
No, because the NHLPA, when they look at Kaprizov, they go like, okay, now we have a player that is obviously better than him.
But at like a bargaining table, the comp will be Kaprizov. It will not be McDavid because everybody will just be like, yeah, well, he just fucking went crazy and signed the same team-friendly deal that he already had there. Like, that's not a realistic comp anymore. He just did them a favor.
In the chat that, like, Logan Cooley's about to get paid Connor McDavid money.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Oilers Puckpedia page. It does feel weird. It's just confusing to see Connor McDavid for the next 3 years at $12.5 million when, like, guys are going to be... The $10 million number is, like, not going to be a crazy threshold anymore. It was once upon a time. It's not. Cap's going up.
Like, $10 million is a good player, I think, now.
So Connor McDavid, realistically, is getting underpaid by... And I'll break the Elliot Friedman basketball book rule and compare players who are in different situations. But Kirill Kaprizov is worth $17 million. Connor McDavid is worth, I think we said, like 21 or something. Let's make it an even 20. Connor McDavid could have gotten 20.
Correct.
Connor McDavid could have gone maxed out, which only one player in league history has maxed out. But say he went and got 20, he is giving the Oilers a $7.5 million discount. Like, I know people will say, okay, well, that's him throwing down the gauntlet and saying, like, you better put a good team around me. It's also being an insane person. Well, because you could have done that and still made $15-16 million a year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, do you think that any part of this comes down to, like, if he chooses to leave in 3 years, God forbid.
Thank you.
Like the people in Edmonton can't say, like, oh, what an asshole. Like, what an asshole. He burned us. He left us. If they don't win a Stanley Cup, like, now I feel like
you're thinking fans aren't that rational.
For sure, they'll definitely be delusional. But I think that, like, this sets the table for, again, if you don't win a Stanley Cup in the next 3 years, you can't blame Connor McDavid. Can't blame Connor McDavid whatsoever. You have to blame management. He gave you a huge favor, and you still didn't get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, now that I know that this contract exists, I'm like, well, I mean, he could have given a huger favor. Could have done 4 times 12.5, which I kid. It's insane what he has done here. But I'll go back to what I said earlier. I think that in his mind, he's going to be like, all right, like, if and when I do go, you can't say I didn't give you everything.
Right.
I don't know if you'd have thoughts, but why do you think it took so long then? Like, if he...
That's So that my questions that I had on here were, why did he stay, or why did it take so long, and after all of this wait, why do you think he stayed?
Well, I think that he wanted to stay. I definitely think that he wanted to stay. I think this is clear proof of that. The reason why it taken so long, like, I don't think that this is the deal that he wanted. I definitely don't think this is the deal that he wanted, but we've been saying it all along. I don't think he wanted to head into the season having to answer these questions and having this loom over him. And if he has to take like basically a 2-year extension on the contract that he already has, maybe that's just his way of just saying, fine, let's do this. Let's get it off the table and let's proceed business as usual and open this window for 2 more years.
What do you think the deal he wanted was then? Because they would have given him any deal he wanted. And that's on the dead folks.
I don't know what he wanted, but like I can't imagine he wanted a 2-year deal at the salary that he was currently making.
Yeah, I mean, in a perfect world, and love you, Darnell, mean it, the team isn't as tight up against the cap, and they can give him $17 million a year, and it's good for the union and everything. But here's the problem. With or without Darnell Nurse, with or without like any contract that you're not crazy about, Oilers are going to have no cap space at all times, no matter what. Mm-hmm. Because like that's just the way it was. Like think of any team that's been good for a long time. Boston Bruins were always in cap hell, and yeah, you could say like, oh well, they're giving Chris Kelly a million more than he should be making. The reason teams a lot of times, really good teams, are in such cap constraints is they have a lot of really good players. So, like, they were going to be on a Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl team, accumulating everyone they could possibly get no matter what. So, even if
Correct.
they didn't have a Darnell Nurse, they were going to have 2 more guys who were making that money or 1 more guy who was making that money. And there was not going to be an easy 18 mil to just break off to the best player in the world.
Right. And I mean, with McDavid leaving like $3, $4, $5 million on the table, you can go out and get another Trent Frederick for 8 years.
Dude,
that's a first-line center, Trent Frederick.
Yeah.
He didn't leave.
Not first-line center.
I need to reiterate.
I mean,
And on paper.
they just locked up. They locked up their first-line center.
Yeah. My first line.
Does
Yeah,
play
my
center,
bad, my
though,
bad,
so
my bad,
Connor,
yeah.
but you said 3, 4, 5. It starts at being a $5 million discount.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like, if he signed for 15.5, we would have been having not quite the holy shit, like stunned at the no raise at all. But if he signed for $15.5 million, you bet your bottom dollar part of this conversation would be like, well, he's telling the Oilers, like, look, I could have been making a lot more, and I just want to win here. With the savings, by the way, in the future, Oilers have locked up Jake Walman 7x7, which I'm not the biggest Stan Bowman guy. It's a risk with Jake Walman because he's had some up and downs in the beginning of his career, but I think really good contract.
I mean, based off of the way that we're looking at defenseman contracts now, like, again, like you're saying $10 million is basically like a good player with the way the cap's going up. $7 million for Jake Walman, like a middle pairing
Second
defenseman.
pair guy, yeah.
That's a pretty good value.
Also, extended knob block.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Everyone.
Maybe that's what Connor was waiting for. His guy.
Shit, I gotta hit up Bob and ask, be like, yo, so after all this, was that whole room thing true? Y'all know about the room thing?
The movie?
No, I know all about
Okay.
that. Sean, what you know about that?
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's that?
The-
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah.
I didn't hit her.
I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I did not. You remember when he tells that he's like,
All right, get on with it. Get on
I
with
beat
it.
her up so bad.
Tell
she
the
ended
room
up
story.
in a hospital. What a story. People were the Oilers there was an event room that they have at the arena, and there was some scheduling thing where suddenly Monday you couldn't do anything in the room, and they canceled everything in the room, and people were like deep in the weeds in building scheduling talk and research.
Shohei plane watch.
It's the new plane watch. Yeah,
Plane
room
watch was cool though because we knew there was a plane.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a room.
that is true. There were.
We've been in that room.
Who's in the room
It's
and
a
at
good
what
room.
time we don't know, but we do know that there's a room in Edmonton.
Oh yeah, I
and
guess
it's booked.
Shohei.
There was a plane in Toronto. It just Shohei didn't end up being on it.
That's right. Okay, so I was thinking like Daisuke plane watch because we knew like Daisuke got on the plane and we were like, he's coming to America. He's coming. He'd already agreed to the deal. I don't know why people were tracking the plane so much. Just
Sports fans are delusional.
Make sure he got here safe. But I'm trying to figure out the taking so long. Like I can't imagine he was like, you better sign Knobloch. Like he's.
I was definitely joking about that.
No. But like, what else?
Yeah,
what have they done that like they got Ike Howard a long time ago, and again like the Knobloch thing, he had to have won more games in the league since he took over than anybody. Like he was obviously going to get extended.
Yeah, but what if it's not anything more complicated than like he has a bunch of options laid out in front of him, like a bunch of different contract structures and things like that, and he just didn't know.
I feel like
he just needed to think on it, and today's like literally the last day that he could have thought on it before it carried into the season. And at the end of the day, I've been saying this all along, it would have been very, very hard to imagine Connor McDavid heading into a season where anytime something goes wrong, people are going to ask him about the fucking contract.